Sketch on separate axes in the interval theta greater than or equals 0 and less than or equals 360. The graph of part A, y equal sec 2 theta, part B, y equals negative cosec theta, part C, y equals 1 plus sec theta, part D, y equals cosec theta minus 30 degrees. In each case, show the coordinates of any maximum and minimum points and of any points at which the curve meets the axis. We start part A. Theta. So sec 2 theta. So this is a horizontal stretch of scale factor half. So it is horizontal stretch of a scale factor half. What about asymptote? We know that sec 90 is undefined. When we add 180 to 90, it becomes a 270. 90 is undefined, sec 270 is undefined, sec 450 is undefined, and so on. When we divide by 2, then the asymptote at 45, because 45 multiplied by 290, at 135, 225 degrees, 315. Now, this is part A, the graph of part A. How can we sketch this? We're starting from 1 here. So the curve take this form at 90, goes down. So at 90 here. So this is the curve. And at 180, going up, take care for asymptote. And at 270, it's like this. At 360, the domain until 360, so just the curve like this. What about the maximum and minimum? At the maximum, the curve looks like this. So it has maximum before, has increasing before the point, and decreasing after the point. So the curve must be like this to get the maximum. The minimum, the curve takes this position. Then we have maximum point at this. So we have maximum point at this point, which represents 90 degrees and negative 1. So this is maximum. Also this maximum, 270 and negative 1. The minimum point, this point, 180 and 1. This point is not minimum because the curve not less than 0, start from 0. So this point is not minimum. Also this point is not minimum. So the minimum is 180 degrees and 1. The maximum, we have 2 points, 90 degrees and negative 1, 270 degrees and negative 1. The point of intersection with axis, just this point, 0 and 1. Part B, negative cosec, so this represents reflection in x-axis. So it is reflection in x-axis or in theta axis. Reflection of what? Reflection of cosec. So the curve of cosec will be reflected on theta axis. Related to asymptote of cosec at 180 degrees and at 360 degrees. What about the curve here? The curve of cosec, but this is a reflection, take care, a reflection of cosec, because it's a negative cosec. So the curve take this position. at 90, and then here at 270. We don't have intersection with axis, but this point is the maximum point, which is 90 and -1, and this point is the minimum point, 270 degrees and 1. Part C, y equals 1 plus 6 theta. 1 plus 6 theta, it means vertical translation of a scale factor 1. So it is a vertical translation of a scale factor 1. It means in direction of y-axis. Then we translate the graph of sec theta 1 in direction of y-axis. So the curve moves up 1. The asymptote of sec theta at 90 and at 270. Then the curve of y plus sec theta, because we shift it up, so it is not at 1, at 2, because we translated 1 unit upward. So it's like this. And because it is translate, so it's at 180. So it comes like this. Because it's a translation 1 unit upward. And here at 360, but it's going up here. So this is the curve of 1 plus sec theta. Do we have a minimum point? No, we don't have minimum point. Just we have maximum point. This is the maximum point, which is 180 degrees and 0. The point of intersection with the axis is that point, 0 and 2. Part D, y equals cosec theta minus 30. So this is a horizontal translation of a scale factor 30 degrees. Because when we equate theta minus 30 by 0, theta equals 30. So this is a horizontal translation of a scale factor 30 degrees in direction of theta. So we translate cosec theta 30 degrees, okay, in the positive direction. Now, what about here, the asymptote? When we equate theta minus 30 by 0, theta equals 30. So the asymptote at 30, and when we add 180 to 30, it becomes 210. Then the curve of this is that the vertex at 120. So at 120 and 1, this is the minimum point here. So this point is the minimum point, which is 120 and 1. The maximum here at 300. So at 300, this is the maximum point. At 300 and 1. So the minimum point 120 and 1, the maximum point at 300 and 1. Also here we have a part of the curve at -1, at -2. It's going down at -2. So this is the part of the curve. Then the curve intersects y-axis at the point 0 and -2. The minimum point at 120 and 1. The maximum point at 300 and -1.